Greetings and salutations. I am Bajongles, and if you enjoyed my content, consider following me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Bajongles1, where I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at noon Pacific Standard Time. You could also, if you'd be so kind, check out my Bluesky and Tumblr, both at BigBoyArt1, username Bajongles. Also, if you want to check my VODs out, consider liking and subscribing here on YouTube. It would be much appreciated. And with that, back to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? I said that, and I said that, and I realized I needed to get a drink of water. Somebody dropped something, and it startled me. Oh boy. But yeah, no. Hello, hello, hello. I am doing good. All things considered, there's some stuff that's stressing me out right now. I'm not gonna go into it because I'm sure things will turn out fine. I'm gonna continue doing what I do, and we'll see if things turn out well. That being said, uh, let's start Outer Wilds. First, I need to get the volume correct. That being 27 on my media player, my favorite number, because it's three threes, and that's very satisfying. Here's Outer Wilds. But yeah, no, how is everybody? I am I'm working on some things before I show my concept art. There's something I want to show, and I might show it again once people like pop into chat because like I'm very excited. Uh, and I guess with that I'll get into art time to show people. So I've been working on the new starting soon screen. It's gonna be animated, but uh, in the meantime, here's like the flat image part of it. I think I might add my funny eyes and tentacles everywhere, but that's not until the animated portion because I want them to blink, the eyes to blink and the tentacles to wiggle a little bit. And there's also gonna be a sunset that happens and a sunrise, but the sunrise won't be super visible from here because the sunset will be mostly visible. And I believe it's going to be a perfect loop once I'm done with it. And like all the tentacles and stuff will have like the tentacles and eyes will have their own loop. There's also going to be an overlay layer that ends up being a gradient from like nothing, like just flat color with the blue, with the blue sky and some maybe some clouds. I'm not sure about the clouds yet. And then like it transitions to like a more yellow and then orange and then it transitions to like sort of a warm purple and then a deeper blue, and then for the sunrise the deeper blue transitions to a lighter blue, because like you're not seeing the exact colors of the sun reflecting on the sky because like it's the sunrise is behind, or yeah, it'll like transition to being lighter and lighter until it also lowers in transparency and disappears to sort of loop back into the main thing. And I think that's pretty cool. And then yeah, that'll loop. That'll be awesome. That's going to take a fair amount of work, but it's doable. It's definitely doable. That being said, I will file, I would open, now we'll get to this. There we go. And I'll have this still open so that people can see it. The unsaved version is actually transparent with no background because like the sky is going to be another layer. Also, like these posters, I did a lot last night. Like I did a lot of work yesterday on this. It went from like the sketch to this in one day. I'm very satisfied. So far. And once this is done, I'll be able to do sort of like a 5-minute timer, starting soon. Because I think that would be cool. Like this one here has like music submitted by the fans trademark, by people being like, here's some nice suggestions for music. And so I add that on shuffle. That would be very cool. And then I also need to work on on an animated transition of like curtains closing and then opening again. Because that's gonna be my scene transition. It seems pretty cool, pretty awesome. I'm very excited for that. That being said, wow, that's loud on my end. Hold on. How is it for y'all? Because if it's good for y'all, then it's fine. Yeah, it seems good for y'all. Alright, that's good. Alright. Alright, Hog, I can do this. This is good. I guess we do in circles now. Today I want to do. I have an idea for. I have a specific idea for like a concept art thumbnail that I want to do, and so I shall do it. I need to get rid of you. get your color, get your color, and just have you be like that, I guess. All right. Now I have some colors I can pick from. There we go. Okay. So what I'm doing is I have a specific idea for a scene. It's going to be very awesome, very cool. The best scene you've ever seen. It's the best scene you've ever seen. There we go. But and with like the 5 minute timer starting soon, which is gonna be like there's an in my list is more of like this is an idle screen and this is a starting soon. Really, like the idle screen is the one with the animated like the animated like day night cycle. And the one with the timer is the actual like starting soon. Eventually, I want it to be like a whole animation, but that is not for this season. That's probably for next season of my streaming, because like that, I'm already putting in a lot of work, and so like no matter how much I did not mean to do that. Let me lower this back down. No matter how much I want to overwork myself, for the fun of it, for the joy of working, on stuff that I care about and I like, there is a certain point where I have to sit back and go, is this too much? And I think like doing a fully animated scene of like me getting everything ready in universe, right? Like getting all the costumes on, getting all the stuff ready, like all that. I think that would be a bit much right now. Definitely something for another time. Yeah, definitely something for another time, and I can even have the music baked into it. It's like an animation, so that like everything can be timed to the music specifically. Of like the circus music. That would be cool, but also like that's a bit much. That's a bit much even for me right now. Okay, so big cheek, eye, sort of a blocky triangular snout like that. Sort of do. Have some mechanism because this is supposed to be like a sort of a big animatronic thing. That's sort of the point. have the teeth kind of be rounded because I kind of like that. This is inspired a bit by like obviously Rayman Origin, not Rayman Origins, Rayman Legends, with like their big dragon boss, but also like like Paper Mario Thousand Year Door with that dragon. Let's give you like Hoppet eyelids. There we go. Okay, that was my problem. I had to lower my computer volume. Okay, and let's say here's a little clown dude, just like some clown, some little clown. Okay, with like a bean body, like stick legs that go down. This doesn't have to be very uh big right now. And here's the thing that I think is really funny and sort of the main idea I had. You fight the dragon boss instead of flying on like a Rayman ass mosquito, you fly on like a balloon animal, like a balloon dog. I didn't mean to get rid of that layer. There we go. And here's the great part. I actually think that I drew this little guy too big. There we go. Awesome. Awesome and epic and cool. What if I added like what if I added like fun little whiskers that move up and down when the dragon head moves up and down? What about that? I think that's cool. I think that you deserve to have a cannon in your mouth, sir. There we go. Mr. Sandman, I'm so alone. I need somebody to call my own. Please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, give me a dream. Mr. Sandman, you're it. I'm so alone. I need somebody to call my own. Give him tulips like roses and clover. Hold me so that my lonesome nights are over, Sandman. There we go. I kind of like this. And then you could have like a bra 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 bra, and then go. I think that would be cool and awesome. I think that would be cool and awesome. There we go. Da 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 da. Mr. Sandman, give me a dream. And then you turn on this one, and then you get a bit more, uh, just a bit more. What should I do for the background on this guy, though? Because, like, all these have backgrounds, and this is just sort of like a shot. Right? What do I do? Do I just, like, I might just add clouds. I might just add clouds. You know what? You know what? Fuck it, clouds. Yeah, there we go. You know what? Cloud. I think that's cool and awesome. And then you can have like lightning stuff in this world, whatever it is. It seems like I've just designed another boss. I mean, I had the idea for the dragon for a while. Thank you, the engineer. I would like to see you back in stream eventually, because you're awesome and you're a friend of mine. Give him to lips like roses and clover. And some nights are over, Sandman. Oh, talking Ben. Yes. I'm so alone. What if I did size 8 for this, actually? Please turn on your magic beam. Mr. Sandman, give me a dream. I do you, and then wob wob wob, wob wob wob, wob wob wob. There we go. There we go. Um, I think I might just be biased. Because I like dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are cool. They're my favorite creature. They're my dinosaurs are my favorite class of like actually previously existing creature. And so I made him look like a T-Rex, kind of on accident, but like I don't feel bad about that. T-Rexes are cool. Give him big cheek. And this big cheek will also be more rosy because I think that's fun. I like the big rosy cheek. Give him 2 lips like roses and clover. There we go. Pride Month is almost here. Oh, also. Deltarune, just a week away. Guys, it's Deltarune, just a week away. There we go. There we are. You know, I personally, I'm having a great time. Alright, there we go. Are you the right layer? No. No, you most definitely are not. There we go. Now you're on the right layer, Krog. Okay, so here's the deal about these clouds that I think are going to be very fun. They are wooden billboards. They're with like, painted clouds on them. Or at least they're going to be. That's how they're going to be designed. I think that's very fun. Very lightly. There we go. And then you do this, and it's very cool and awesome. And then blam. And then blammo. I've been practicing varying line weight like more and more, and I find it very cool and useful. There we go. There we go. Wrong shape, but right idea. There we go. There we go. Very cool and awesome. Oh, also, I updated an idea for like the ringleader PNG tuber model that I'm gonna be doing. Basically, I'm gonna turn Donbon more into like a ringleader design. He's like he already kind of has with his big coat, but like I want to ham it up to 11 and have him do like the fun poses and everything, and having the like the talking pose look like uh yeah like looking like that one image of Robotnik standing with like his arms outstretched, like Eggman from Sonic Mania, I think, like specifically. And I'm probably gonna update his cane too, like the cane you see in my hand. Uh, to fit like that aesthetic and idea better. But like I'm very excited for it. It gives me a lot more of a concrete idea of what I want out of like not only like my PNG tubers, but also this character. I'm hearing sounds out from outside, and that's always fun. There's let me look at my list real quick, actually. Okay, so there is uh there is new version of Donbon. I dubbed the model Ringleader Bon. I'm gonna work on that once I do a couple of screens, like a couple of scene overlays and such. Uh, I'm gonna do the scenes, and then alongside the PNG toolbar models. Uh, I can do the starting soon stuff before I start on that, but the other ones I'll have to like do coinciding because they're associated with one another, and if one doesn't work, then the other won't work either. That sort of thing. Like there's ringleader bond for just chatting, which is going to be in like the uh in the big top. He's gonna be like in the ring because he's the ringleader. Right, and then uh there's gonna be an art scene, which is gonna be like a caricature painter uh model, like one of those caricature painters or like those face painters that you'll see like on at any sort of carnival or like circus where like the kids can get like paint on their face or like something like that. I remember going to some of those places and it was really fun. One time I got a snake and another time I got a spider. I was just a little kid though. Oh, buffering on my stream? Impossible. Okay, so the buffering on my phone is not a problem anymore. That's fine. And then I have a clown for the gaming scene, which is meant to be like a bunch of carnival games, arcade, like that sort of thing. And I think that that's a very fun and cool idea. And when I say clown, I mean not Bon, not this guy, but like a proper clown. And then there's gonna be a Cabinet of Curiosities scene, which is like a 1800s explorer type guy, inspired by Uncle Traveling Matt from Fraggle Rock. And it's gonna be where I explain nature stuff whenever I get around to doing that. Because all the curiosities are gonna be like real things, real and amazing things. Stuff that really makes you curious. It's also a way for me to educate people, because America's education is not great right now. And I want to stem that tide a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then, of course, there's the fortune teller screen, where I'm gonna like design the fortune teller. He's gonna be big, front and center, or it. Not sure. No, nobody knows. And they're gonna be like big, front and center in the scene. Uh, like with the crystal ball, the chat is in the crystal ball. That's the idea. Is that I'm looking into the future. That's that sort of thing. As I read the chat, I read the future. That sort of idea. That's very fun, very cool. But again, I need to design like the models and the scenes in conjunction. I also need new graphics, like new alerts. Like I need a new follower. I need a new new subscriber. Like a new subscriber graphic. And I also need a gifted sub graphic, a bit donation graphic, a raid graphic, and a hype train thing. And the hype train's interesting, but that's gotta be hard work because I don't know what song I want to add to it, but it's gonna have a specific song. It's gonna have an actual train. It's gonna have me. It's going to have me Bajongles on the train, going like whizzing past on the screen. I think I could do that, or I could do like sort of what Sati Job does, and like a hype train uh has like a crowd show up and cheer, which could also be really cool. There's a specific like remix of the ooh ee ooh cat, like you know that one, uh that's like absolute fire, and that would be super fun to have as like a hype train uh like sound. So I might do that. I probably gotta do that. But yeah, no, and all of these different graphics are gonna have the different like characters. Uh, like the new follower is gonna be a ringleader Bon. The new subscriber is going to be the painter. Gifted sub is going to be clown. I might swap those two. I don't know yet. Then the bit donation will be the fortune teller. You are ruining my vibe. Be gone. There we go. But yeah, no, and what was I saying? Oh yeah, like the gifted sub is clown, because probably because clowns are very giving. That's why I'm a clown, because I want to give people a good time. Bit donation is fortune teller, because as they give you fortunes, they also give you bits. I guess. The raid graphic is an 1800s explorer. If you know the history of Africa, you know why. And then, of course, the hype train graphic, which I need to decide on. And so it's a lot of work. Each PNG tuber model is gonna have a bunch of different like stuff on hotkeys. Like there's a neutral, pointing, thinking, happy, excited, laughing, angry, sad, scared, and disappointed. Like for all of them. And so I need to design everything. I'll do that once I do the starting soon screens. Cause like I don't need to design the PNG tuber models to do that yet. So I can get that done. I can do the well, yeah, yeah. Because I have an idea for this season's like that versus the start the like the time starting soon versus the versus like the just chatting, where it's the same area just from a different camera view, basically. And I think that is very interesting. There we go. Okay. There we are. Very good, very awesome, very epic. And you know, the I think the higher quality that all my stuff ends up being, the more people look at me and go, "Hey, you're pretty good." Because like usually the really experienced people with a large following can get away with like not a lot of style and panache, because like they already have that hard-earned established audience. You know, your Germa is out there. I wouldn't really count Froggy Lock, but she has a huge following and has been around for a while now. Uh, why I don't really count her in that is because she has like a lot of panache. She has a lot of style. So I'm not counting her in with like the no style, but uh, or like complicated graphics, but are like have been at it so long that they're a household name. And so if I can make myself look really professional and get lucky and have people go, hey, you're pretty cool, I'll follow you. While also like consistently putting myself out there, that's pretty good. Right? Like that's pretty good. The thing is that's a lot of work up front. Big honkin' nose. There we go. And do a thicker line here and a thinner line there. Gucci. Ah. Here we go. Once I'm off stream, I'm also gonna like do more work. I'm probably gonna start on the learning how to animate again. Because it's been years since I animate. It's been like 3 years since I properly animated something. And my art has gotten a lot better since then. For obvious like practice based reasons. Man, I animated for my English final and got an A on that for like senior year of high school. That animation let me pass that class. Bro, I was having a breakdown when I was working on that because of the time limit. I like animation though. I like animation, but I also understand why it's difficult because I've done it. And I'm gonna be doing it again. I feel like I'm practiced enough now to actually, like, in art in general, and, like, I have stronger sense of, like, the art fundamentals to do such a thing. Hmm. I can't decide whether you should live or die. Oh, you'll probably go to heaven. Please don't hang your head and cry. No wonder why my heart feels dead inside. It's cold and hard and petrified. Lock the doors and close the blinds. We're going for a ride. I could throw you in the lake. Put you poison birthday cake. I won't deny I'm gonna miss you when you're gone. Oh, I could bury you alive, but you might crawl up with a knife and kill me. That's no different, that's why I can't decide whether you should live or die. Oh, you'll probably go to heaven. Please don't hang your head and cry. No wonder why my heart feels inside. Cold and hard and petrified. Lock the doors and close the blinds. We're going for a ride. There we go, Gucci. Duty. Para 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 buena. I wonder how much farther I have now that I'm fighting Starlo. Right, like I'm gonna win this week against Starlo. Sorry, Starlo. Because I said against uh because against ends with the same thing as Starlo, I forgot to double up the sound. Whoopsies. Language is silly. But yeah, no, like this week I'm gonna win against Starlo. And then I'm going to uh go beyond that, and I wonder what's going on after that. I have a bit of an inkling as to what comes next. But like I'm keeping myself mostly blind-ish. I'm keeping myself blind adjacent. Bury you alive, but you might crawl out with a knife and kill me sleeping. That's why I can't decide whether you should live or die. You'd probably go to heaven. Please don't hang your head and cry. No wonder why. There we go. There we go. Very good. Very awesome. I'm petrified. Lock the doors and close the blinds. We're going for a ride. There we go. And then if I do this, there we go. Exactly where I stopped is a bit too sharp of a curve, so I need to smooth that now. There we go. Would y'all... God, that fucking bot earlier. Would you like, chick viewer? You know what? I need to ban the term stream boo real quick. Nightbot. Where's your moderation tools? Moderation. There we go. There we go. Might not work this stream, but that'll start working next stream. That should be fine. I'm gonna miss you when you're gone. Oh, I could bury you alive, but you might crawl out with a knife and kill me. Let's see, 21 size. That's a bit small. What about 32? There we go. Perfect. Perfect, wonderful, marvelous. That's why I can't decide whether you should live or die. Or you'll probably go to heaven. Please don't hang your head and cry, no wonder why my heart feels dead inside. Golden hard and petrified. Lock the doors and close the blinds. We're going for a ride. Oh yeah, I just remembered. Yeah, for breakfast today, I had some more bratwurst. They are probably my favorite kind of sausage because like I can have them just by themselves. A lot of sausage I have to have with other stuff because like it tastes good, but really like it all comes together when you add other flavors to it. But like with a bratwurst, it's just there. It's just the sausage and it's good. I can't decide whether you should live or die, or you probably go to heaven. Please don't hang your head and cry. Let's see, what are you? Okay. Okay, you're cool. And you are a hard lie. I'm gonna make you a normal layer real quick. I'm gonna make this layer so normal. Make the color like slightly dull, but still it's kind of vibrant. For this. There we go. I love Outer Wilds. I love Outer Wilds. Let me move you back to hard light. See, hard light keeps the line art, but also like helps things stay looking a bit rougher. And looking a bit rougher is what I want, because these are just like little thumbnails. I'll expand on all these ideas another time. It's just this is to actually get a visual representation of my ideas out. I forgot something. I forgot something very important. There we go. There we go, make it a bit more of a mustache. I must ask you a question. Alright. Wrong layer. There we go. I really like the idea of like having some pink bits on this dragon. I might change which ones are pink, but like pink's a nice color. Honestly, pretty slept on. There we go. I didn't mean to pause my stream on my phone. That's fun. There we go. Now we're playing with portals. I have a strong desire to play Portal on stream again, but I want to wait until Undertale Yellow is done. He's like, I can do Portal 1 and 2 on one stream. Right, it'll be like a 5-hour stream, probably like a 4 or 5-hour stream, but that's fine. It's, it'd be a nice palate cleanser between Undertale Yellow and Star Wars Skywalker Saga. This is a very Valentine's Day colored dragon. I'm here for it. There we go. I hope we can do more than just this one scene today, but I might end up having to just, like, do this one. I'm not sure. We'll see where the winds take us. Is that a fucking pig? Because I am fucking steel. Oh, yeah. How many people do you think have named their kids Steven specifically because they watched Steven Universe as a kid? The answer is definitely not zero. Because I am fucking Steve. Oh, yeah. I am placing blocks and shit cause I'm in fucking Minecraft. I am placing blocks and shit cause I'm in fucking Minecraft. Oh my god. Is that fucking pig? Because I am fucking Steve. Oh yeah. some of these layers, or at least like, hold on, now let me make them 66 and 75 again. There we go. Perfect. Wrong color, also wrong button. Wrong button. When I'm doing a lot of the hotkeys that I've started to use more and more, I don't even use, like, I don't even look at the keyboard really before doing it. So sometimes I do something wrong. Sometimes something wrong happens. Let me give you bubblegum teeth. There we go. It's all about it's not the awful truth. The truth about you, the truth about me. We're a brand new species. A big cat. Space Nazis. Call me back, call me back. I'm gonna call you every day on my touch-tone telephone. There we go. What if I... on the AM radio. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da da da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I think it's time for you to know the awful truth. The truth about me and the truth about you. Okay, so first in the middle is going to be this color, because I think that's the good one. So I'm going to have the color start out from the outside and then color in everything else that's like inside more and more brighter until it's like oh it's a fire, oh no it's about to breathe fire because it's a dragon, but really it's like not actually going to hurt you. It's more like a light show than anything, but like, you know, it's for the in-universe audience. You know how it is. And I'm speaking of you know how it is. I'm sorry to say this. Let me get to a better layer. There we go. Sorry to say this. I have to be right back. There we go. Okay. I will return.
We. I apologize for that. I have now returned.
Said business has been taken care of. Now I can get rid of the BRB text. I realized that before I start on the other screens and the PNG tuber models, I can also work on a BRB screen. Like with the starting soon and the starting sooner screen, and the scene transition. You know, I think once I'm done with the scene transition, I might just like use it. Like, well, no. I'll unveil it with everything else. Almost everything else. I'm gonna show you guys the process, like all throughout, right? Because like, you know, the process is important, especially in this day and age with like generative AI everywhere, right? Like seeing the actual process is very important. God, another thing I need to work on is the rest of the assets for the Undertale thing. But like, I need to write everything for that also. I have one of my friends as PNG tubers done for that already. Potato Jeremy. I'm very excited. I'll let them all know when I'm ready to do that. Be like, hey, I have all the stuff. I have all the stuff and things. I think a large part of like what I need to do before I can get ready for that is get all my updated assets taken care of. Now I need to do you. I need to do you. Whoa, you don't need to be so upfront about it. Hey, Mater, it's finally nice to be back in Radiator Springs. I want you. What? I want you, Lightning McQueen.
Oh, sneezy boy. Oh, I'm smelling heat.
Okay, I am starting to come down to something that's unfortunate but also kind of funny. If I get to you and I do, I don't know, maybe like 25 might be, 25 is too big, what about 15? 15 is good. actually turning out better than I thought it would. Wah, wah, wah. There we go. Yeah, this is turning out a bit better than I thought. This is a very warm-toned dragon. There we go. Awesome. Where is the color that I like? Is it you? No. You're not it. Maybe. You're it. Boy. Boy. I can't do it. I'm definitely coming down with something. Is it going to be bad? I don't know, maybe. Water. Awesome and Kush. Okay, so with everything here, I can actually just use this color and be like, yeah, this is totally like the white of the eye. That's cool and awesome and fine, actually. There we go. Joyous day. There we go. Okay. Now I need to grab you. Get the deeper red. Give it to me. Give it to me. There we go. Alright. Oh, oh god. Deltarune is gonna release, and on like the same day, Unend, the sequel series to Mids, is getting a season two, like the first episode of season two. We are winning. I, and by we I mean me. I'm winning. Is the rest of the world going to shit? Yeah, and that's awful and sad, and I hate it, and I wish things were better. I could go on forever about my feelings on that, frankly. But also, like, you need to sometimes remember the small victories in life, like Deltarune, and like midst an end. It's absolute peak. Go watch it now. Are you watching me? Pause this video. If you haven't watched Mids, go watch that. You don't have to watch it all at once, just the first episode. Or just go straight to the first episode of Unend. You don't need to have watched Mids for to like start on Unend. I recommend it, but you don't need to. I'm going to put my fellow One Piece fans to shame with how much I fucking am gonna shill Midst. It is the best radio drama I have ever listened to. Oh my fucking god, it's so good. Let me save real quick. What if I lower you down? What if I raised you back up a little? What if I raised you up a little bit more? How do you look here? I'd say you actually look kind of okay there. That's actually kind of fine. You know, that's actually kind of fine. That kind of makes this like blend blend with the color a bit better and make everything sort of just like mixed together nicer. Man, after this I'm gonna like take a shower or something, and then I'm gonna be like nice and relaxed. It's gonna be like a nice hot steamy shower, like sweltering hot shower. And then I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna feel so refreshed. And then I'm gonna get to work more on the starting soon screen. Fuck yeah, dude. Plus like maybe work on some more stuff along with that. Like fuck yeah. Of course in my mind I need to get all of this done before I can start taking commissions, which is a bit of an unfortunate mindset that I have. However, I'm going to sort of not lean into it, but I'm gonna work with it instead of against it. I'm gonna like put a lot of my love and appreciation for art into all the assets. It's gonna be cool and it's gonna be awesome, and I'll have like a big like welcome to season 1. And it's gonna be great, and I'm gonna like write a small script for it and everything, because it doesn't need to be very large, it just has to be greetings. Sort of a debut video-ish, I guess, getting people in on me. Help people understand that I'm cool. Because I think I'm pretty cool.
At least a few people think I'm cool already, which means that there's probably a bunch of people out there that are gonna think I'm cool once they know me. Then I'm probably gonna do some. Obviously, I still need to edit VODs, but I could probably go back and do here are the best moments of season 0, and then actually get to doing my Bajongles Bits channel, my Bit Jongles, if you will. Somebody has twisted my Bit Jongles. Owie. If I lower the grave, if I lower the grave. I'm getting better at an Irish accent. Mostly from singing songs. Well, as I came home on Monday night, as drunk could be, I saw a horse outside the door, where my own horse should be. So I called the wife and I says to her, would you kindly tell to me, who owns that horse outside the door, where my own horse should be? Well, you drunk, you silly old fool. Still you cannot see. That's a lovely sow that me mother sent to me. Well, many's a day I travelled 100 miles or more. A sow with a saddle on I've never seen before. That sort of thing. Well, well, as I came home on Tuesday night, as drunk could be, I saw a coat behind the door, where my own couch should be. So I called the wife and I says to her, would you kindly tell to me, who owns that coat beside the door, where my own couch should be? Well, you're drunk, you silly old fool, till you cannot see. That's a lovely blanket that me mother sent to me. Well, many's a day I travelled 100 miles or more, but with buttons on I've never saw before. And so on and so forth. Seven Drunken Nights is a good song. Well, I can't wait for shit to happen that I've been working towards for a while. In all realness, I'm very excited. Also, it's important to show more emotions than just anger and triumph. So I'm trying to show that I'm sad, I'm angry, I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm enthusiastic, I'm chill. I'm just like a chill guy. I hate that meme. I hate the chill guy meme. I don't think it's funny. And I don't understand why it's popular. I refuse to believe it is loop because I remember. Nope. No, it's just I heard this Tuesday.
slurp. Sloop. I'm gonna sloop. I have a bit of a slower pace on this piece, but I think that's just because I'm kind of just chilling today. I'm kind of just a chilling individual. I am a creature of vibing. Fuck yeah. And so I do. And so I vibe. Here do do. There we go. Okay, I'm definitely doing good. I'm definitely making progress, and that's pog. That's definitely very pog. Okay, I think what I'm going to do. Should I make this part of the sky blue? Or I think I should. I think I should make this part of the sky blue. Yeah, I'm gonna make this blue. Blue. Here. I like making funny noises. Funny noises are fun. I need a hero. Calling up for a hero at the end of the night. He's gotta be strong and he's gotta be fast and he's gotta be fresh from the fight. I need a hero. Calling up for a hero morning light. Nice. I think, I think eventually I got a better idea for the sky, but now I'm working on it, and like, I don't want to change what I've started working on, so I'm gonna wait until I do another pass, but I think I should actually make the sky rainbow to fit with everything else. But oh well. That's fine. That's fine. That's cool. Oh yeah, also after I finish stream, I'm gonna do a second set of squats. Cause like I've moved on to being able to do two. And so doing more doing more squats won't hurt. Especially if I take care of myself properly, which I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take care of myself properly. That's what's really important is trying. I need a hero. Cold enough for a hero at the end of the night. Gotta be strong, gotta be fast, it's gotta be fresh from the fight. I need a hero. Cold enough for a hero in the morning light. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. There's a very specific way I like to trill my R's that adds a little bit of a wispy quality to it, sort of an airy quality, like a. Because I like it. It sounds better to me. It sounds much better to me, frankly. If I get rid of this, then I can take over the world. And I'm out in life, you gotta be strong, you gotta be fast, you gotta be fresh from the fire. Only you. The Lilo and Stitch remake makes me so fucking angry. Yes, indigenous person, give your family to the state. We've never done anything bad to you or your children. A evil, 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 big grin smile. We've never, we've never, we've never hurt and killed your children en masse. No, no, no. I'm not for a hero at the end of the night. It's gotta be strong, it is gotta be fast, gotta be fresh from the fire. I need a hero. I need a hero. I need a gosh damn hero. I need a hero at the end of the night. It's gotta be strong and it's gotta be fast and it's gotta be fresh from the fire. I see a lot of I see people God, that would be funny if somebody was just like, instead of the I see dead people, it was just I see people. That's like cool. How's that helpful to us currently? Like, yeah, we're right here, I guess. Where the hell is the color? That's the wrong color too. Where where are y'all? You have to be this one, right? Right? No, you're that one. What about you? You're that one. Huh. I don't understand. What fucking color are you? Let me put you to normal, actually, so that I can see. You are this color! Not the one on me. You are! Everything's being messed up and weird. I guess that's fine. I guess that's fine and cool. It's me, Master Roshi. What'd you do if Master Roshi from Dragon Ball was actually Master Yoshi from Mario fame? The famous martial arts master Yoshi. Yoshi Yoshi Island. Yoshi! I'm bad at that voice, don't mind me. Yoshi! Just fucking him with the turtle shell on his back on Turtle Island. No. He's on Yoshi Island, and he's like Yoshi wave or like Yoshi beam instead of the Kamehameha. I need a slightly bigger brush. I need the brush to be a bit bigger. There we go. Here, here. The shawty's got low. La 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 la. Apple bottom jeans. Boots with the fur, with the fur. The shawty's got low. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. The shawty's got low. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna make you a normal layer. Put you to 100%. Then I'm gonna make another layer below you, and I'm gonna call it the same thing as you. And I'm just gonna like, yeah. And then I'm gonna roll over the place. Yeah, shawty's got low. Gonna merge with layer below. And I'm gonna switch to the highlight and go down to like 80. Shawty's got low. La 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 la. La 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 la. Shawty's got low. There we go. Oh, there we go. Awesome. Awesome and cool. Things are going pretty nice. Oh, yeah. I'm learning to sing. It's very good. I don't have an instructor, which means I cannot just go with the flow. I can't describe what I'm doing, I'm just kind of doing it. Same with any other art form. I don't understand how I'm doing what I'm doing with art because I'm mostly self-taught, but you know. Yo, hey Monster, how's it going? It's nice to see you here. I'm working on another like thumbnail concept art I've been working at. Sorry for being late. Nah, just show up. Show up anytime, man. I, I'm not like you must show up right on noon. Uh, I'm doing pretty okay. There's some personal stuff I'm not gonna really go into necessarily, but like overall stuff. Yeah. Oh, yes. You will show up on time. Yeah, like yeah, exactly. Shawty's got low. There you go, and I need to put you on normal layer again so that I can do a funky. Yeah, last stream my German friend popped in, and it was very fun. I hope that on Sunday she'll show up again, and then I can have two of my friends in chat or more. Who knows? It's always fun. It's just in general always fun talking with people. I find her quite pleasant. Let me see. There, I'm gonna make you 5. Listen, I don't know how this happens, but like I like a magnet. I tend to attract the weirdest queer people to ever exist, and I say that in like with nothing but positivity. I say weird with nothing but love and positivity, man. There we go. Yeah, but I don't really consider myself all that. Well, I guess I'm kind of weird, but like, I don't know. Nothing, like, no individual piece of who I am is completely unique, but like, the way they all fit together is what makes me a unique individual, just like everyone else. All right, which brings me to a thing that I was thinking about. Is that like a lot of people, including myself in the past, wanted to have like something about them or like their city or like anything, like one individual thing that only they have and that makes them unique. But what makes people unique is not one big individual like quirky thing. It's how all of the different pieces fit together to build you. Right? There is nobody in the world that has all the pieces that you do in the order that they are. Right? Like a bunch of people are artists. A bunch of people are uh are into men romantically. A lot of men are asexual. Or not a lot of well, yeah, a lot of men are, but a lot of people are asexual. Right? A lot of people are into D&D. A lot of people are like all these sorts of different little bits about myself. Right? But there's nobody on Earth that has all the same traits that express themselves in the same way as me. And same with you, same with everybody else. Right? Like everybody's a unique puzzle. Right? Even down to fingerprints. Right? Like there's enough people in the world that there are starting to be like repeat fingerprints. Yeah, you can't boil down someone into parts and pieces. Yeah, no, exactly. Everybody's greater than the sum of their parts. However, the sum of their parts together is what makes them unique. And in that way, everybody's special. Right? And I'm refuting Syndrome from Incredibles, where he says once everybody's super, no one will be. I was like, nah, we're all special, and that doesn't make anybody less special. Fuck you, Syndrome, you're wrong and bad. That's why you're the villain. Not necessarily. Well, I guess, but that's because, like, we're a minority. Actually, we're a bunch of different minorities, but we're like queer in general is like a minority group, right? And that tends to happen in any society where there's a dominant socioeconomic and perhaps usually even ethnic group that has like the influence, right? Is that minority groups will seek community with each other and themselves. That's just kind of a thing that happens. At least from my point of view, I shouldn't speak for everyone. Yeah, true. That's why I'm like specifying queer people. Because, like, yeah. And also, like, neurodivergent people like ADHD and autism, and other things too, tend to also gravitate towards each other. And I don't necessarily think it's the same kind of thing, but it's definitely like a phenomenon. It's definitely a phenomenon that happens. Right? Like the amount of my friends that are like neurodivergent, including myself, shows that there's a reason to it. Right? Like there all right, like okay, 2 is not a pattern. Okay, 3 is a pattern. All right, that's fine, but that's not very much. 10 different people, not including myself, mind you. 11 people total in like my general group of friends are either queer, neurodivergent, or both, right? Like at this point, the sample size is getting larger and larger. Not to mention like the few people I am blessed with having in like my streaming community, like Gremlin. right? And like also, and also like Dicey, who pops in for Undertale Yellow every once in a while, like they haven't like just started following me 11 days ago. By the way, shout out to you, you're cool. Uh, like we we have fucking it's an actual thing. And I don't understand why, but it's definitely a thing that happens. Again, I guess it's like you said, I guess it's just the energy that I put out. Also the fact that like I'm gearing this whole place, this whole stream, this whole community as like a place where everybody is welcome. And when I say everybody, I mean like fucking come as you are, man. I don't like I say this positively. I do not care. Right, like when I say I don't care, I don't mean like in a dismissive way. I mean like, nah, it's fine, cool. Like, come here, enjoy your time, or don't. Right? Like, if I'm not your vibe, that's fine. I did not mean to press the window key. That's what happens when I don't look at my keyboard when I'm doing keyboard shortcuts, is that I sometimes press the wrong keys. You know, there's a very Puritan bent, like, you know, a very Puritan trend in our society and culture right now that I'm very not here for. Right? I am not enthused, frankly. So I fully, yo, let your freak flags fly, dude. Right? Like I'm. Thank you, Nightbot. Thank you. God, have you seen that? Oh, have you seen that one like dub, like meme dub thing of like the Wreck It Ralph 1 ending? Where he's like, I'm cringe, and that's based. I'll never be based, and that's not cringe. There's no one I'd rather be than me. And then he like wins the day. It's I love that meme so much. It's very funny, especially with like the really bit crushed. It's a really like bit crushed audio. Let me pull it up for you. I'll send it in meme chat in the Discord, or I could send it to you in DMs. You know what? I'm gonna send it in the server. Shout out to the server. And that's base. There we go. All right, all right. I found it. I can. Let me go to my history. History. There it is. Fair warning, incredibly bit crushed audio. Meme chat. There it is. Alright, sent it. Sent it in my Discord server. I absolutely love, like, absolutely love the video. Double checking the audio on my stream. That's cool. The delay is also way lower. That's fun. You know, when I said it's incredibly bit crushed audio, I meant it fully. I, I'm cringe, and that's based. I'll never be based, and that's not cringe. There's nobody I'd rather be than me. And you know what? You know the funny part about that video? That is that it holds the same point as the original, like the original scene. Right? Like that's the actual theme of the movie. Right? So like man, Wreck-It Ralph 1 is awesome. Yeah, no, exactly. It's just a different way to express the message. I'm going to screenshot this before I forget. There we go. Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph 2 is maybe a C. So Wreck-It Ralph 1 is like an A plus. Oh yeah, thanks. It is a robotic dragon thing. Because like it's like a funny animatronic thing for the show, like in universe. Because you're not actually like in any danger. You're a performer. All the danger is fictitious. It's not real. The dragon will not actually hurt you. That's why you keep coming back and like trying again. It's because like you're fine. The goal is to get the best performance. Right? Like there's going to be an audience score system type deal. There's going to be like what is wrong with this layer? Why is the white not affected? What? Ah? Eh? Eh? Oh, just because, like, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Let me do gray then. There we go. Delicious lore. You see, I morph and change into MatPat. Oh, that's a PNG tuber model I need just for the comedy, nothing else. There we go. Maybe have like an Orple shoe. There we go. So like basically this whole thing is just you going through trying to get the best like performance to put on the show, and there are people trying to stop it. Uh, like there are people trying to stop it, and they're the main villains, but like all the while dealing with them, you have to like still go through with the show. You still have to perform. And so there's going to be like little bits where you have to deal with the villains, and then there's like most of it is like dealing with the show, keeping it going. And at the end is going to be this massive set piece that I have like rotating in my mind almost daily. Um, well, it's more like it's more like a one goal because like the villains, like the villain is trying to stop the show. So like dealing with them is sort of the same as like keeping the show going. As- and by the way, this is a big like space circus. By the way, these are space clowns in a space circus. Uh, so it's gonna get weird. It's like a space fantasy. Chuckles would. 100%, I think. Although he might just get punched in the body again and killed. You know, if I knew that punching him in the body would kill him, I probably still would have done it. You broke every rib I had. God, you were strong then. Just the, they never tell you how they shit themselves. How was I so? How was I not supposed to know it would kill him? I'm a surgeon. I mean, I didn't mean to do it. Right, kid? Right. God, I fucking love Legends of Evantris. They never tell you how they shit themselves. I scream, you scream, we all scream at the terrible house fire at the family reunion. Bodies bodies are bad for business. It's not a stupid tie. It's a bow tie. You're you're going to kill a clown with an impossible. Orange, you know what? Fuck it, Orange Cat. And maybe a blue. Hey, it's this ends in papyrus colors. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jennifer Coolidge. Orange and blue are so portal moment. Oh, by the way, reminder on my server, I do multiplayer Mondays. If you ever like have the time to pop by. Oh, I'm Jennifer Coolidge. Candy Mountain, Charlie. I don't know. You know, it would be a blast. I still have Portal 2 downloaded, by the way. If you have a Deep Rock Galactic, I've been obsessed with that currently. And also Helldivers 2. Wait, I have a bunch of games. I wish that Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga was multiplayer, but it's not. They're quite good. They're meant for co-op. They're a four-player co-op like horde shooter. Uh, like both of them are that type of game. They're quite good. You know your Left 4 Dead's that kind of thing. Uh, they have their own like very unique bits to it, but the core is like you're in a group of people, like you're in a group of four people, and you're blasting a bunch of enemies and doing secondary objectives, and like you're doing objectives while killing all the enemies. Incredibly fun, incredibly like good core concept. I like that. This is good. This this is kind of the only idea I had for today, so I might. Oh, since you got here, you know how I've been working on a lot of assets for stuff. I've been talking about it. This is my work in progress for a new starting soon screen. The one that's going to be animated like day night cycle. Uh, it's transparent because like the sky is going to be animated doing a sunset, and then it's going to get lighter for it to become day again, and then it's going to be like a cycle. It loops. Uh, and also have like a overlay layer that like changes color over time, so that it also is like uh matches the day night. Yeah, the arcade is front and center, and the starting soon is on the side with like posters of a couple of my friends' models for like whenever they pop on stream. And there's a third one because I have a third friend who's he kind of wanted sometime, but like is busy, and we'll have to work that out. Yeah. Also, uh this is my favorite drawing of Potato Jeremy is the character name that I've ever done. Look at this little guy. Look at this little guy. Also, if you see my blue sky and you see me adding Potato Jeremy, this is who that is. And his name entirely comes from the what would you like? Uh, would you like fries with that? Where I'm from, we call them Potato Jeremies. Where the fuck are you from? Like, it's entirely based on that meme. You may not like it, but this is what peak male performance looks like. Exactly. And also, it's a bit small, but this golden star is taped on his hat, and it says "You tried." It's awesome. There's the arcade, and then like in the back, here's like the main tent plus like the fortune teller tent and another one, and there's gonna be more stuff. But like I'm saying, like I've drawn enough. I think the other stuff is conveniently behind the arcade. Right? Like it's conveniently behind. I also want to add. I can't do this until I get to the animation stage, but I want to have a bunch of my eyes and tentacles, sort of everywhere, kind of animated, like blinking and sort of wiggling. Uh, and again, I can't really do that until I start animating, which I'm gonna start doing today. I think, like after stream and after a bunch of stuff. Oh, I just got a notification that Wizards of the Coast published a new class, and it's just a psychic again. It's j- they keep trying to make a psychic, and it never works. Like it's a fully published class for like their new D&D edition, and it it ne- that never works. They can never make one. Yeah, I don't know why. I guess they just want more variety. Uh, actually, Monster, I hate to break it to you, but that's exactly what they're doing. They The new edition of D&D is not a 6th edition. It is basically a 5th edition 2. And they're calling it 1 D&D, so that instead of making, a fun unique edition every 10 years or so, like they've been doing. Uh okay, so a lot of like the old heads that actually worked on designing stuff for Wizards of the Coast are gone. They're gone now. They're out of the company. So all the creative like heads, all the people who came up with all the ideas for D&D 5th edition and like everything earlier in the Wizards of the Coast era, like 3rd edition onward, a lot of them are gone. Yeah, it is a recipe for disaster. We've seen this time and time again with the video game industry. I don't know if you know this name, but Jeremy Crawford himself is gone. He's the lead creative designer for 5th edition. He J Craw is Mr. D&D 5e. So he's gone now. You know what? Fuck Hasbro. Fuck Hasbro. I'm gonna have fun in D&D without them. Yeah, no, exactly. You know, things have gone to shit when the main man leaves. Yeah, no, you're right. You know, I'm very happy with this. Also, I'm gonna be fully transparent. The arcade was copied. I didn't trace it, mind you, but it certainly was copied from a source image. Right? Like I'm not gonna lie to people like about that, but like yeah. It's not a bad thing. Man, remember when tracing was the biggest controversy in the art space and now there's generative AI and nobody cares about tracing? Like I have not seen anybody complain about tracing once in the last like 4 years. Yes, fuck AI, dude. I think we fully need to do away with all of these venture capital ass AI companies because they are fucking over everything. I think we need to do away with them. We need to focus on stuff that actually helps people and not putting like trillions of dollars into a bubble. This is the dot com bubble, but again, but instead of just being capitalism, a bunch of the people in Silicon Valley are in a fucking AI religious cult. They think they're gonna create a god out of micro like out of chips. Like genuinely, it's an actual cult. It's absurd. Uh, hey, monster. I hate to break it to you. They did, and they liked what they found. They uh, they read that. They read Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? They read like in 1984. They read all this sort of stuff with like an overarching intelligence controlling everything. And they said, "Hmm, oh yeah," and they also saw like Portal. They also saw like a bunch of these other things and went, "Hmm, that's good actually." These people are not stupid. They're evil. They're fundamentally anti-human. And I think it needs to fully be done away with. Because I am passionately, like, enthusiastic about humanity and our progress forward as a global species and as a bunch of different societies and, like, as culture and everything. Like, I think we are amazing. Because they think it's limiting, even though we have, like, an unlimited potential. Right. We are what I like to call specialized generalists. We are incredibly specialized to be able to do almost everything and be almost everywhere because we're smart enough to adapt our environment to us rather than just us adapting to our environment. Right? Like, we are awesome. And that does extend to all life, mind you. I think all life is awesome and cool and interesting. But like we as humans are awesome. and I know I'm biased because, like, as far as we know, we're all human here, right? So, like, obviously, I'm gonna like glaze up the thing that I am, right? Like, of course, I'm biased, but like, I think we're pretty cool. And I think technology should facilitate us becoming cooler and cooler rather than like what generative AI is. Right? Technology should allow us to do more, not replace us. Technology should be a tool first and foremost. We are tool makers fundamentally. We are tool makers and environment shapers, and we create and change. That is what we do. Yeah, no, exactly. It should empower us and improve our lives like it has been for like all of human history. AI feels gross, and I hope they hit a hard ceiling. I really hope they hit a hard ceiling. Like when I say hit a hard ceiling, I mean like a hard ceiling in their like technological development. Sort of like how have you noticed that technology like over time has like the leaps have gotten smaller and smaller until now like each year it's a very like very indistinguishable change. It's because we're close to a current like technology ceiling for a lot of the stuff that has been developing like from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s. Right? Like with a lot of computing power and like graphics, that sort of stuff where we hit a ceiling on that. And I really hope that these AI people hit a similar hard ceiling. Yeah, there is no such thing as infinite growth, right? Because eventually the resources are too much, and the time is too great, and the cost is too high. And eventually, despite our best efforts at something, we unless there's like a massive like paradigm shift breakthrough, there are limits. Right? Like look at things like a refrigerator. Right? Like there's sort of been a limit there on that technology for the past like I don't know 40 not 40 years but certainly like 20 years, right? And like hitting limits on certain technology is not a bad thing because eventually the limit is like the best it's gonna work, which means that it's probably pretty damn efficient at what it does, right? Like a refrigerator is generally very damn efficient at keeping your food at a certain temperature. Same with a freezer, which runs on the same technology, just stronger. Right? Like they're pretty damn efficient at it. And like that's okay. Right? It's okay for things to have limits. It's okay to not. In fact, sometimes it's preferable not to overuse your resources so that you can keep living to see tomorrow. Right? Like it's okay to stop like this fervent AI development. It doesn't need to be like superhuman intelligence, like a million gigafarts per tera shit or whatever. Yeah, sometimes it's okay to find your limit and like push out in new vectors to see how far you can go. It's not about infinite growth, it's about discovery. Because I don't know about you, but like seeing generative AI stuff being like, we have twice as much computing power as we did like a year ago. It's like, cool. More computing power is not exciting. Give me like a cool new like way to make art, or like a cool new way to like look at the world. Right, give us like new medical technology that means that fewer and fewer people are dying of cancer. Right, like that stuff that makes our like new cool stuff that makes our lives better is what excites me. Seeing the same stuff year after year just getting marginally better is not exciting. And I can tell you, as somebody who's like overworked himself constantly, uh, is like very much a workaholic, I can tell you, it's not good to push your limits too far for too long. Because eventually you're gonna break. And then you're gonna need to stop for a while. You're gonna need to genuinely recover from it before you can continue. And I feel like these Gen AI people are going to reach that. Where, like, everything is gonna break and then they need to stop for a while before they can continue. Maybe even reassess their lives. I don't know. I just hope that they don't drag us down with them. Man, that's gonna be a good clip once I get to like doing an edited video channel. That's gonna be a sick ass clip. Well, like I didn't even intend for that. I was just rambling. Yeah, no, exactly. It's important to especially it's especially important to find like small artists and like raise them up as much as you can. Because with all this like Gen AI stuff, it's not going to affect the people who are already deeply established in a lot of these spaces. As all of it gets better and better, it's only going to, or it's mostly going to affect people trying to get into these spaces. Right? Like content creation and art and writing and all, all these sorts of things. Right? We need to find people who are trying to get established and help them get there. That's more important than ever, and I'm not just saying that because I'm trying to be established. I don't mean I mean I do kind of mean me, obviously, but I don't mean me specifically. Size 7 brush, please. Thank you. I realized that I didn't finish this one, so I gotta now. There we go. But, like promoting human art and expression is more important than ever. And I see a lot of people being really discouraged, like, oh, what's the point in making art if like it's just gonna get stolen for like a Gen AI thing, or like if it's getting good enough that people can't tell what's real and what's fake anymore. Right? Especially like with like Google's new like AI video thing that's like scarily realistic. Right? Like it's more important than ever to find and boost real people and to like make cool stuff. I have so many unfinished doodles and ideas. Oh, speaking of, how's the clown going? You hear evil music, just ra da 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 ra da 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 ra da do 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 do, like evil ass music as I go. How's the clown going? Yeah, or if you're constantly going to be this little fish is giving me so much fucking trouble. Man, fair. That's that's why I gave you a challenge, because it's challenging. That's the whole reason. Should make them a villain for real. Nah. They shouldn't be a villain. Although, if you want another clown challenge, I will ask you to make a villain. And I'm looking at this and I'm kind of ogling my own art, which is very egotistical of me. But, like, to be in these spaces, you kind of have to be a little bit egotistical, or else you won't survive. You have to be confident in yourself and like, love what you do, and like, actually believe that you can, like, make it in order to succeed. Right? Which is a bit egotistical, but, Yeah, no, exactly. You have to love what you do, or else people will not, or else other people won't love what you do. Right? And I love this. This is why I do this 3 times a week. Right? That's why I stream 3 days a week. Is because like it's what I love to do. Right? Like I started because like I was excited to do it for a while. I wanted to do it, and then I tried it, and then I realized that it's something that I really, really enjoy. And like I fully believe in myself. Right now, at least. I at least right now believe in myself. Right? But it really does take that like enthusiastic, like almost egotistical belief in yourself to like, to keep yourself going. Cuz like nobody else is going to make you do this besides yourself. Same with any like art form, really. Or and I consider performance to be art, and I consider what I do now to be a performance. I mean, I'm putting a lot of my real self into this, right? But I'm also performing, right? Because like this is still a character. It's still like a mask, you know. Even if it does hold a lot of myself in it, it's not the whole me. There's a lot of stuff that I will never say on here, and there's a lot of stuff that I'll never tell like any particular person, and it changes from person to person. It's just like how that's how being an individual with relationships is like you can have certain relationships with different people, and people don't need to know everything about you. It's fine. Right? Like for instance, there's a lot of stuff that only my mom knows about me. Like basically. Yeah, no, exactly. People aren't entitled to your whole life, and you can give out like the bits of your life to different people. Like you can pick and choose that. However you damn please, it's fine. As long as you're not like fundamentally lying to somebody. Lying's different. Like lying to somebody is fully different. And that's not what I'm saying. You don't have to give people your whole self. Yeah, no, exactly. Like there's a lot of people that don't need to know what kind of stuff I'm into. Right? And there's a lot of people that don't want to know. You know that too. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of information I have that if I just like said out loud, it would like people would be upset that I told it because it's their stuff too. Right? Like at the end of the day, you're like who you are does just depend on who you're talking to. Right? And that being said, like me on here while I'm giving a lot of myself is still kind of a character. Obviously I'm playing a character, you know, PNG tuber and all that as like an avatar and stuff. Like I'm playing a character, that's different. You know exactly. And like as somebody who's neurodivergent, I'm very familiar with masking. Like depending on the person I talk to. Like I'm very used to it. And this is just like an extension of that, but like in a way that I can actually control and enjoy. Yeah, we are very complex and weird individuals, and sometimes people's freak does not match with a certain aspect of your own, and that's fine. That's okay. Man, this Outer Wilds music really does make me existential, and I'm so here for it. I'm so here for it. This is kind of the point of the music. I realize I haven't actually drawn for a while, and I apologize for that, but I kind of ran out of ideas for today because I was so enthused about like this little clown guy riding a balloon animal. Plus, the stream was all about talking and engaging with people. Exactly. You know, like the whole idea of this was just this. This sparked the idea for that. Yeah, no, yeah, well, no, not all my creativity, but like all my creativity related to the project. Oh, that reminds me, have you seen the What We Do in the Shadows show? There's a guy who's an energy vampire who like creates incredibly uncomfortable and tiring situations for people to like feed on their energy. It's incredibly funny. Oh, go watch it. Go watch it. It's a show done by Taika Waititi, who also did Our Flag Means Death, which is also a good show. The premise is so good. Taika Waititi also did What We Do in the Shadows movie, which is like kind of unrelated to the show. It's different characters. Um, it is also an uh, incredibly highly recommended watch from me. Don't spoil. I'm not very far into it. I'm only like, I don't know, 7 or 8 episodes in. I basically just got to the part where like Blackbeard and the gentleman pirate met, and then went to like a port. I'm not gonna say more than that. I'm not gonna say more than that. Uh, for the sake of like anybody who's gonna watch this afterwards, that like that's all I'm gonna say. That's the part that I'm at. And then the person did the thing and had the jar of stuff that was gross. I can tell I'm very excited. Ah, you know, that being said, I'm gonna go to just chatting now. Cause like I have a lot of stuff that I want to do, stuff I'm very excited to do, and none of which involves the subject of today's stream. Because I don't think Twitch would accept me showering in its TOS, frankly. You know, I don't think they'd be too enthused about me showering on stream. Off of people's desire, but not. Oh yeah, no. So how much do you know about Warhammer? Like Warhammer 40K, because people are like, oh my god, Slanesh is the sex guy, sex girl, sex person, sex non-binary. Like, right, like they say, like, oh my god, they're so schmixy, oh my god, and it's like, no, they're all about desire in general. They're all about like excess and desire in all its forms. Yeah, of course it does. Right, right. So like the excess actually means anything, really. And like including the striving to be better at something, right? So like me striving to be a better artist would be feeding Slanesh, and also a bit of Zinch, but like that's a bit lesser on that, but definitely Slanesh, right? Like really liking to eat food also feeds Slanesh, right? Like the desire for more in any form feeds them. It's not just like horny or schmexy. Oh my god. Oh my god, is that a girl with the peanuts? Oh my god. I haven't seen Lucifer. It's a show on Netflix. I have not, but I've been force fed clips by YouTube Shorts for about a year, so I've basically seen the show. I mean, the same with Doctor Who, but like I already saw the show before the clips got thrusted down my throat. Ah, yes, good old YouTube Shorts. God, I'm excited for the Neptune app to come out on Android. It's coming out soon on Android. It's a new app that I'm looking forward to. It's not it's like a video sharing in the vein of like TikTok, but not really. And the iOS version is out now, and I need to see how people uh are like talking about its release. I haven't seen Doctor Who, just clips here and there. You are in for a treat depending on what series. And it's much less about the actors as the writers that cause that. We need more video platforms. YouTube holds too much power. Exactly. Yeah, and the Android release for the Neptune app is like this summer. And the reason I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait for that is because I have an Android phone. iOS is out. I need to see what people are like, how people are talking about the actual app. I want to see reviews because like it looks promising. I've been following the actual like development, right? Like I've been seeing devlogs. I've been seeing the streams from like the CEO. She seems nice. Her and her wife are nice. You know, as far as I can tell, they're they're very millennial, is what I'm gonna say for like the entire team. They're very much a bunch of millennials, and sometimes that energy like rubs off the wrong way, you know. But like, I don't know, they seem like nice people. I follow some of them on social media. I also am in in the Discord for that, so I don't know. But again, it seems cool. That being said, I'm gonna go do stuff. So I'm gonna do my ending read and then I'm gonna end stream. Uh, so anyways, I am Bajongles. You can find me over here on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, noon Pacific Standard Time. You can also find me over on Bluesky and Tumblr at BigBart1, username Bajongles. And the VODs of these streams get put up on my YouTube a week after they happen. Slightly edited, of course, just for people's viewing pleasure. That being said, I would love a follow on all of those platforms. And with that, I will catch you on the flip flop. See you Sunday. Bye bye.